Hi Josh. Yeah, I'm going to give you access to this reviews app so you can have a good play with it so you'll be really familiar with all its workings. Okay, so I'll give you the login and everything. Basically, when you log in, this is what you'll see. Don't worry about any of these really except for create a new survey. It's dead easy to create new surveys, so hopefully we'll be able to sell quite a few of these. I think it's like a good bit of software, a good bit of kit. So to create a new survey, just wait for it to load. You have to call it something, so let's just call it test. I've got all these different templates available. So we've got different niches. You can select from niche. So say we're targeting restaurants, which I think would be quite a good one to do. We'll just load up. Okay, we've got these three. Now we can upload our own images as well, or images from the client. Okay, but we'll just use an existing one, for example. So let's use this one. So select that. Click proceed. Okay, so it loads it all up by default. So this is all configurable. So for example, I want to change that to a capital T. You basically just type in, and whatever you type in here gets updated. Okay, so that's easy to do. You can actually configure this as well. So call that whatever you want. If you don't want to call it a survey, you can put something like get started. So you can actually use this for a competition as well. So what you could do when you actually set the questions, you give them a multiple choice, 4 questions or something, and use it as a competition as opposed to a survey, if that makes sense. So I think that's a good option. By the look of it, you've only got so much text there, so get started won't fit in. Okay, so start now. Oh god, that won't fit in either. Okay, start. Why is it doing that? I'd take the survey before. Take. Yeah, well, it's probably my, I don't know why it didn't take that before. Get. My computer is really slow, so that's probably why. For some reason, it's not. Go on. Should take that. Yeah, okay. This is why you have to mess about with it. But I mean, you're not going to have to create any of these. I just think it's a good idea that you see the platform and get an idea of the flexibility of it. Okay, now at any point you can preview it. So I'll do right click, and you can't right click it and open it in a new tab before you be able to. Okay, let's just preview what we've got already. Okay, so it looks really smart, but you won't get scroll bars when it's actually added to the website. This can be added to a website. It can also be put into Facebook, as I'll show you in a minute. Okay. Now, when you use these pre-configured templates, there's automatically questions in there. Okay, they're already added. So, just as an example, if you click on that, it then goes into food quality, service. I think in the preview it's not actually showing, but the icons, these normally light up with a sort of a tick box, so I'll show you that in a minute as well. Yeah, this app has got text to voice if you want to use it. It's not fantastic, but it's not bad. Okay, so you can enable it for all the welcome screen, the questions and thank you screen, or you can enable it individually for the different ones. So we're on the welcome screen, so you would enable it there, and the headline here would then be text to voice. Okay, so you can play about with it. It doesn't play when you do the preview, it's only when we actually publish it will it actually play. Okay, so that's the welcome screen. Now we set the questions. Okay, so if you click down the down arrow here, you see the different options. So you've got single response. This is where they can only select one of these. Multiple choice, they can select more than one. Okay, if you click this here, it sets the question as mandatory, so they do have to give an answer. It just highlights it. You can set a different background, so we can load different background images for each of the welcome screen, set questionnaire and thank you screen, or you can just delete the question if you want. Okay, now to change this field, just to change the text, just go over there. So just change it to something else. Very much so. Okay, it just gets reflected straight away. And you can add as many questions for the client, or if the client's bought this, they can add as many questions as they want, single response or multiple choice. Okay. What else we got? We could change the font size, change the font colour, change the background colour. If we're going to add, let's just add another question. Okay, so we'll go to single response. You've got different options here. You can add sort of smileys and hearts and stars. So let's add what this one is, a smiley. Okay. So typically for this, the question would be something like, what do you think okay, so then they give it one of those, and again you can make it mandatory. Okay, if you wanted to add a multiple choice one, just scroll back up there. It's multiple choice. Just add one of those. We just add the question. Okay, change that. Add another question. Sorry, add another response. Just highlight that field. Obviously, you've got to have curry in there. And you can drag these around as well. Everything can be dragged around. So if we wanted this question to be further up in the order, we can just drag it. That move. Yep. Drag it again if you want to move it above that one. So there's lots of options. It's really easy. Hopefully, to see it's really easy to do. If you make quite a few changes, it's probably a good idea just to save it every now and again. And if you want to add the questions, then you just carry on. Go to the thank you screen. Now the idea with these surveys, if we're running it as a survey as opposed to a competition, is to at least offer them something to get them to complete the survey. So this is where you give them whatever it is, whatever the client wants to give me. Probably going to be a voucher, a discount, something like that. And to deliver that, we can either put a URL in here, so we take them off to a page which has got the coupon code. If they're offering a download, that's where you'd specify the download, where the file is. And we could even just play a video, so you just put the embed code there and show a video at the end of it. But more than likely it's going to be the URL, which will probably take us to the website where the coupon is. Okay, so once you've made all these changes, obviously this is going to be a right mess, but we'll just save it and then publish it, and then I'll show you what it looks like. and how it can be integrated in Facebook and on a website. So publish. Didn't know I could make movies, did you? Steven Spielberg, eat your heart out. Okay, I've done tweaking, as it says. You never use that unpublished. The unpublished is something that we would use if a client hadn't paid. We can actually unpublish their pages, so don't worry about unpublished. You never use that at all. But this, we can also schedule it, so it'll only run between certain days. We can put different time zones. Obviously, we want it to run in the appropriate time zones. You get a message before it starts and after. So it's worth knowing that you can schedule it. Okay, this is a direct link. So this link, if we just paste this somewhere, you'll actually be able to see what it looks like. So you see it looks really nice if it's on a full page. Got a slightly transparent background there. So click get started. Okay, that's what I was talking about before you actually see the icon. And the thing is, all this information is stored, okay, which is really important. So the client's getting feedback as to, you know, what they're doing right, what they're doing wrong. Great. I think I made that where you can actually select more than one. That's why it's not gone automatically, so you just move it on. Okay, and that's the end of it. Now once they enter their email address, depending on what we put in those settings, they'll either get a download or they'll be redirected, etc. Okay, so are we up to? Let's go back. Sorry. Okay. Oh, I've lost it. Where have I gone? Got so many tabs open. Found it. Yay. Okay, so we want to share this. No, we don't want to share that on Facebook. Let's install it on Facebook. Okay, so if the client's got a Facebook page, because these apps are mobile optimized, it'll look great in Facebook. So if I'm logged into Facebook now, let's see what ID I'm logged in with. Got so many Facebook accounts. Okay, let's put it on IT demo. Okay, so go back here, connect with Facebook. So what it's going to do now is load all my different pages. So, okay, let's put it on that one. Okay, so say it's successfully been installed. So let's go to IT demo. Okay. With Facebook, I don't know if you know much about these business pages. Perhaps I need to do a sort of separate bit of training, but basically this is where the apps are, and you can also access them down here. Okay, so that's one that we've just installed, surveys. Okay, so you can see it's been resized fits perfectly. Quick get started, and we're off and running again in Facebook. So it's dead easy to put into Facebook. And again, you don't need to worry about this, Josh. I'll be doing all that. Okay, let's close that. Okay, now this script is what's called an iframe. Now an iframe basically grabs that content, that's the link we just looked at, and it's going to resize it, and so the client can basically put this on their website. So all we would do is give them that code and they can put that on their wherever they want on their website. So let's just see if I've got a website open at the moment. Okay. Okay. Quickly log into a website and stick it on there. Okay, let's publish that. How long is this video? Okay, so there it is on the website. So we can actually center that so it looks better. Let's do that. So all we do is give them that code. If we're creating the survey, or I always say we, because I make out I've got an organisation here, it's me that does everything. So we would just do this, we'd generate the code for them, and they would just stick that code on the website. Okay, we're off and running again. So what else have we got to show you? I'm just going to pause this a second. 17 minutes, sorry Josh. I'm back. I've got a quick fag and a slurp of Bacardi and gathered my thoughts. Okay, I'll finish this off now as quick as I can. One thing I forgot to mention, when you add this single auto response, it's just for your information, because what you could do is what's called segmented list building for one question. So we have one killer question. I'll just do this again. For the single response, you click on autoresponder. So it's a single response answer, but it's got a built-in autoresponder. And autoresponder, I don't know if you know what one of those is. That's where basically you store the client's, the prospect, the person that's completing the survey or the competition, store their email. Okay, so this little thing there, that icon, that's where you tell it where to store the email. So you would have a number of lists. So imagine the question would be something critical to the business. So so I think of a good question. Okay. Would you okay, imagine it's I'm doing this for an e-cigarette company, so they might want to know, are you already using, okay, so the first one we change to yes, the next one will be no. In other words, we're segmenting the list, so we'll get a list of people that are users, that aren't users, and let's just add another one. considering. Okay, that makes sense. So then they can market to these people accordingly. If obviously if they're an existing user, you send them details on the products. If they're not, then they're not even thinking about it. So we're not really interested in these people. I don't know why they're on the website. Okay, if they're considering it, then you can send them a starter pack and things like that. Okay, my brain's a bit mushed because it's 7:20. I've been working all day, but you can see the advantages of that. What's called segmented list building. So you give them a question and segment the answers so you can market to them accordingly. Okay. I'm just going to go to the squeeze page that I set up because it will probably explain things better than I can. So, where are we? Okay. I'll obviously send you this link as well. So this is a link that we can send to prospects if they say, well, I want more information, which I'm sure most of them will, and this will hopefully sell it to them. Okay, so have a good look at this page. There's a video here which is an example of someone using this, a restaurant using it. So basically they finished the meal and they asked them to do a survey, and in return they can get a coupon, a discount, a free start or whatever. It's quite a good video. So these are the main features: surveys and competitions. Let me just show you this. This is a pop-up. This is an example where you can actually put the survey as a pop-up on the website. Okay, just launch this as something else we can sell to people. So it says for a small fee you can have a pop-up, several different effects available, displaying your survey competition on your website. This pop-up will not display on mobiles as it may be too large. Imagine if you've got an iPhone or something, you want one of those big surveys, even though they are mobile optimized, it's probably not a good idea to have it in a pop-up. Okay, but this, if you click on this link here, this goes to pop-up page which demonstrates, it's got another video that I did demonstrating how the pop-ups work. Okay, if you play that video it'll explain the pop-ups in quite a bit of detail, but if you click here it'll give you an example of the pop-ups. So we've got all kinds of different pop-ups because we can sell this, as a service as opposed just for the presentation. I don't keep calling it presentations. The review app. We can sell this just as a standalone service. So you can put your offer in there with links. That's one way you can use it. It's all about sort of generating interrupts so that people they can become a bit sort of blind when they go on websites. They don't necessarily see what you want to show them. This is using a caterpillar effect to display the survey on the website, which is quite a smart effect. It's a bit slow, but we can speed it up. So that's another pop-up. So that's just got the content within the pop-up, so they can do the survey there. Close that one. This is a time pop-up. I only set it for 10 seconds, but again, it's a good example of urgency. Get people to grab the offer before it disappears off the page. So you set that for 20-25 seconds and say, look, we've got a great deal today. Or enter our survey now. You've got 10 seconds to do it. This is I call it an exploding and spinning one. And you put any content you want in these pop-ups. I'm going off the subject here, aren't I? Again, that could be a link to the presentation. We've got a new presentation, a new review. Please complete our review and save 10%. I mean, that's going to get their attention. You put the link in there to the review page. It's a bouncing effect. jumping. There's a couple more. We've got a footer will appear next, I think. Which again, you can put the link to the review in there. Oh, sorry, rolling effect first. So I'm putting these on my client's website. I think they'll really like them because they are different. Those pop-ups are really boring. Again, this has got a timer on it. So it disappears in X seconds. Showed your mum, she wasn't impressed. So hopefully they'll like these pop-ups, and we can sell that as an additional add-on to them. This is a time once it will disappear in 15 seconds, so it should go any second now. He's gone. Okay, let's go back here. So let's just close that pop-up. So this will give you some good ideas for the pitch within this page, really. It's got demos. Demo in Facebook as well. And it is mobile optimized as well. It's very, very important that so many people are on mobiles these days that it's important that the survey looks great on a mobile, and it does. It's explaining about the segmented lists. Got examples of the different templates. Oh, this one here, okay. This has got the text to speech enabled, so you can listen to. So if the app's going to be updated where people can record their own voices as well.
What style of restaurant would you prefer?
Okay, now if they don't like that, they can mute it as well.
What style of restaurant would you prefer?
Okay, if they want to, they can mute it.
How would you rate our food?
So it does do quite a good job in terms of text to speech, and I do reckon that you'll get more participation, more involvement if you enable the text to speech. But it's again, we can configure it on or off. This is what I meant about competition. So just demonstrate this. So what was the capital of Turkey? Then you can try and get some information out of them, which is optional if you've used that travel company. Okay, and I think I'll set this up. Okay, it's just set up for a thank you page, so I'm not actually being redirected. Okay, but you can see this is a full page. Looks really good on the full page. So I've got frequently asked questions on here as well. And I click to contact us. So, okay, I'm going to finish off now because it's a massive video. Sorry it's taken so long. But I'll send you the login details, and we'll have a chat about this, see what you think to it all. Okay, sorry to bore you. Have a good night. 29 minutes, we did it in under 30 minutes.